what's going on out there, YouTube fam? This is Samuel Legge representing Team JVS. Just got done looking at episode 6, A Light Supper of Umbrella Academy Season 2. Now, everybody is in a displated state. From the last episode, I think they got their little reprieve and getting out, their anxieties, their worries, their concerns, their fears. And it was like, now, it's a put up or shut up moment. Like, they literally got invitations to go and see their dad. And their dad, bruh, that conversation, for real, with their dad, for the first time since, his untimely death in his first season, was gold. Because, honestly, we haven't seen them really interact with him that we've been able to see since they've been younger. Like, we haven't seen the actual actors that are playing the older characters interacting with this actor, aside from Diego getting shanked, and then of course the last episode when Luther got basically dismissed essentially. But it was just very fascinating to really watch him dissect them. And honestly, Diego, like he cut him down a peg bad. Like, it was like to the point that he's so emotionally flustered, and the actor that played Diego, he did a really good job with this episode because he showed his emotional detriment, like what's really kind of messing him up, in his connection with his dad, how much he really loves his dad, but he's really trying to live up to a certain expectation or peak. And it's just fascinating to watch, like them all show him what they are, and for him to still not care. Like, I was like, yo, it was crazy. And then like these other interactions, like Allison's interacting with her husband Ray, and it's kind of like, I'm glad she showed him, but I'm like, Allison, why are you doing the most, bro? Like, she's always doing the whole most. It's not the fact she got powers, it's not the fact she's a black woman, it's the fact that the situation is she does too much, she goes too far. It's kind of like that Vanya situation. She went too far with not telling Ray in the beginning. Like, it was unnecessary. Like, and it's kind of like, I feel bad for her, and I still do really feel bad for her. But it's like the decisions that she be making, bro, I don't understand them. On top of that, like, she's technically dangling along like Luther in so many different regards. She didn't be like, yo, Luther, we need to cut ties. Like, this is never gonna be like. She kind of kept that door open too. You know what I'm saying? And that's not shade. It's just, it's a character flaw more than anything else. Because the actress is playing the role of Alice. She's doing a phenomenal job. Like, I feel why she's doing something. Like, her in that diner and went back to the diner, I was like, when he asked, like, could you do more with this? And she was like, no. Like, and then, like, I was kind of like, now I see why you don't do more with it, because you do too much. But then, like, you get understanding what the handler's doing, and the handler's playing everybody like a fiddle, hard. And it's like she's putting Five in a corner that I don't know he can come back from. And on top of that, like, she's setting the family up because she knows she loves her daughter, and she knows her daughter really secretly really loves Diego, but she's putting the assassins essentially against him. And I don't think it got anything to do with Five. I don't think it's got to do with it. I think it's like control. She's like, yeah, we can't have this loose end here. And I don't know what that end game is going to be, but she's underestimating her daughter, honestly. And not just that, does her daughter have powers? They still have yet to reveal that. Like, how does she just poof in and out of location? They still have not told me, bro. There's things that still are just out there in the open. And then, oh my gosh, the dude that was a conspiracy theorist, I ain't felt that bad since Sam and Barb, Stranger Things. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, it was so unnecessary. It didn't have to happen. It really didn't have to happen. I knew something was gonna go awry, but I didn't know it was gonna be that. And it's going to be interesting to see when Five finds out. Because one thing that I really did like, the detail about this episode, is the dad's conversation with Five. Because Five was like, look, I apologize for how I was in the past. I'm technically a 50-something-year-old man in a little kid's body. I need your help. Like, for real, like, no bull crap. Like, no, you trying to probe and get me this way. But he gave him some very interesting advice about time travel. And I was kind of like, Five, you old, you ain't listening. Like, you're just not listening. None of them really are. But it was kind of like their dad is just such, I don't even know, bro. Like, he's such a, I don't know, it's hard. It's hard to gauge because watching him interact with Pogo and what he did for Grace and what he's doing, like, he's using Grace and yes, he's using Pogo, but he seems very sincere and contrite with what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like some nefarious stuff. And not just that, Diego is assuming because he's hurt. He's assuming that, like, his dad wants to kill. Like, his dad never said anything. And that's to the dad's fault. The dad really should open up. And this, you know what? This is what the whole thing is. They are all flawed because he's so mysterious and in his ways that he projects onto them their inadequacies without letting them know with correction and approval. Like, the correction and the approval and the resolve is what they really need. They don't have that. Like, they're just sorting it out whatever way their lives throw them, you know? And so that's the way they are. And then, oh my gosh, Vanya. Vanya's playing a dangerous game, bro. Like, I mean, honestly, her and Allison are playing two really dangerous games. Then your boy Klaus, I feel so bad for Klaus because your boy Dave done showing up at the compound. I was kind of just like, your boy Robert can act, man. Like, he really is a very strong actor. Like, I just wish he was given more roles like this on a movie scale. Like, for real, for real. Like, he really can act. He really does have a lot of skill. But, another great episode. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. We're going to see where things go. And, I'm not going to give a score number. I'll just say that it's not lost to Stride. I'm still enjoying it. Keep it locked, JVS. We ain't gonna stop. Peace, guys.